Hey guys, how's it going? Just a couple of things. I'm going to try and do this in one take because I tend to ramble on, and I'm going to try not to do that. So it's going to be a couple of updates and mail call. First thing, I mentioned how the tarp was starting to go on my portable garage. Yep, it is literally coming apart. We've had a lot of strong winds lately. Okay, other update. Brace car here. Okay, it's coming down. I got to do another light skim of Bondo here. So I'll get that done. This is the right side recorder, and it's coming along. I got a couple of low spots still, but I could have worked the metal more, but because it's a race car, I decided I'm not going to get too carried away. I was able to get this profile back here. I just got to do some trimming on the inside there, but yeah, a little bit of Bondo. Driver's recorder. How's that look? Scott's really happy with it. Actually, so am I. And where the antenna was is gone. Where the pillar vents is gone. I got a little bit of touch up to do there with the sanding. But here's where the wheel arch meets. And you remember from earlier videos, those wheel arches were completely fabricated by a friend of ours. Driver's door, which had lots of waves in it. Both doors have been hit pretty bad. And getting down. I just got maybe one more skim coat. Actually using rattle can primer on the car, so when I'm doing work like this, I'm using the red. And then we're going to do it all in gray as the final coat. And front bumper, I shortened that 2.5 inches. You know, it used to be back to here, and then this is the part. This part here is part of the original arch up to about here. So you can see the radius would come up like that, and that's what we took off. It's the same on both sides, so I won't show you the passenger side of that. But here's the center section where I spliced it, and I got a little more sanding to do under there. There's the hole. That's where the hole was from where you'd pop it out and put an eye bolt in for pulling from the Subaru. Like I said, still got a little bit to do there. Anyway, let's see what we can get into today. The boys have hockey a little bit later on, so we're going to go into the city. Last thing is this. Mail call, mail call. Stu Laddie, fin painter. So this came actually earlier in the week, and I just keep forgetting. So find out which end it's on, and use my garage letter opener here. I think in one of my videos I mentioned how I like to keep my knives sharp. Well, same with the axe. The axes, I like to keep them sharp too. You know, this is how sharp I like my axes here. You could actually use them as a letter opener if you wanted. My hands are fidgeting a little bit today. Okay, yeah, just keep your axe sharp, and you can do this with it. Letter opener. I don't know if you can see that or not. 1939. I have two of these. Although you can't read it now, there is a sticker or a decal on there, and maybe the other one, if I find it, I'll show you. Right here, it's pretty well worn off and weather checked. Well, what do you expect? The thing's like 70 years old. And it's good for 20,000 volts, I think, this handle. Well, it wouldn't be, because the cracks would compromise that. But when the rubber handle was new, it would be, I think it was good for 20,000 volts. Before the video ends, I'm going to get back to the thing, but I just remembered to do this. Before the video ends, can you tell me what kind of axe this is? I know there's some of you out there who'll get it, and I'll post it on the video right at the end. I'll type it in and put a little title in to tell you what it's for. And I'll tell you where I got them from, but I do have two of them, both the same year. Getting back to the mail call. Bin Painter 1. Thanks, Stu. I appreciate that. And as I slowly and casually walk into the garage to put this on, my stickers are on their way. Believe it or not, I finally nailed down a design, and it was completely different from the 3 or 4 ideas I had at first. Better turn the radio off or the YouTube police will get me. So there's a local shop that gave me a great deal. Coupons work really, really well, and 48-hour turnaround to get them done. Okay. So I'm picking them up on Monday, and for those of you who have sent me stickers already, I have your addresses, and they will be getting out in the mail. And those people are Bridge Chev Truck, the Rick Fix, or Rick the Fix as people call him, Dan Electro 68, Cecil 6711, and also I put a better label on here to say who it was from. I found my digital labeler and threw a little VW Darren on there, and the closest image I had is a Porsche, so I thought that was the closest I could get for him, but that's the Hot Wheels he sent me. Okay, sticker put on time. See how we do. See if I can do it without dropping the camera, because I have done that a few times. See if I can get a spot where you can see. Even though I have made videos on doing this, I still see people taking the sticker, peeling it off, putting it on, and just like that, which works. But remember, I've done thousands of these. I worked in a fleet garage, and we had 4 logos on every vehicle. We had 3 spots we put unit numbers, and each unit number was individual digits. So if it was a 4-digit number, there were 12 of these to put on, because there'd be 4 for the first number, 4 for the second, 4 for the third, or 3 I mean. And also, when I first started at the garage there, or for many years, our vehicles had a 3.5-inch wide fluorescent, or not fluorescent, but reflective blue 3M tape all the way around the entire vehicle, from the front of the passenger door to the front of the driver's door, the whole entire length. Didn't matter what kind of truck it was, if it was a van, a long van, a bread van, a cabin chassis with a box on it. We put the blue racing stripe all the way around the back and everything, and that stuff is not easy to work with, because once it sticks, it sticks. So I've been able to do that in single pieces, and then just go cutting around where the doors are. Anyway, okay, this kind of sticker is different. So what I want to do is go to the back side that I want to peel off here. Okay, I'm going to bend it over, and I'm bending it forward like that. Then just a flick with my nail, and it separates the 2 sides. Except I cut my fingernails, so it didn't do it. See? Starts that easy. Then I put the sticker itself up against the wall, like so, and pull down at 180 degrees. Peels off just nice, quick, and easy. Then I get it in place where I want it. Put it down lightly. I haven't touched it, it's just sticking because of where it touched. And I take my finger and I want to run one swipe across the center line, like that. Then I take a Bondo squeegee, go from the center down, doing the center on both sides, the center and then the outer edges. Then I'll do the same in the upward position. Okay, now that's on there. Now I just have to take this, I'm going to squeegee it more. It's a little cool today, so might have to work it a little bit. Because it is a little bit cool out today. Yeah, it's just a little bit too cool. I should have warmed it up maybe. Okay, here we go. Now look at how fast I can pull this down and I don't lose any of the detail. There you go. Fin Painter 1. Excuse me while I try to get up. These bad legs of mine. Well, there you have it, guys. YouTube Garage Gang. The newest addition to the Wall of Fame. Fin Painter 1. You're keeping company with Cecil and Dan Electro. Rick the Fix. Chev Truck. And VW Darren. So, we're going to let you go. We're up to 15 minutes, and I wasn't going to make one that long. But there you have it, folks. Quick update. A little bit too cold to be doing Bondo today. Plus the boys are into their hockey season again, so we're going to head into town. This is also the weekend that Brad's wife is working nights, so he and the kids are out here to give her a quiet house. Last weekend the kids rode in the MS Bike Tour Riding Mountain Challenge, or RMC for short, and they raised about $3,500, which is not a banner year for our team. This is the first year since the first ride that I did 16 or 17 years ago. This is the first year that we had nobody on the team raise over $1,000. It's just a bit leaner this year, and normally we'll have at least 2 or 3 people that raise over $1,000. In our biggest year we had, let's see, Brad and Allison were riding, AJ, Kyle, Murray and Jeanette, who are friends of Brad and Allison's, and my sister and brother-in-law, so there were 9, and Jeanette's brother was 10, so we had 10 riders on the team, and I think 7 of them raised over $1,000, so that year, I think, but with maybe 5 of them. One, Val, Heinz, AJ, Brad, I think Murray, probably 5 or 6 out of the 9 that raised over $1,000. So they get cycling jerseys from the MS Society. For the last few years, they've been Louis Garneau jerseys. For the first few years I rode, they were Segoys. And we had a couple years that some of our cyclists raised $2,000 or more, in which case you also get a matching set of cycling shorts. So in all, in about 16 years of going in bike tours, various members of our family, I think we're close to about $35,000 or $40,000 that we've raised for MS, which is really quite good. I have to admit that the majority of the sponsorship every year does come from my sisters and my mom. We try to get the boys to do as much as they can before asking my sisters and mom, but what my sisters and mom do is they know how much they're going to give to charity in a given year for taxable purposes, and instead of giving it to a whole bunch of charities, they just throw it one lump pretty well at the MS Society through the kids. So they get all their sponsorship, but it's frustrating that my sisters and brother, or sisters and mom, are donating so much, and the kids have come to rely on it. So I'm going to try and push them next year to not rely so heavily on family donations and raising as much as they can before they even ask the family. I'm still paying. I didn't do anything all week. This is now Sunday. Yesterday is the first time we did anything. Brad and I, well, I shouldn't say Brad and I. Brad loaded a little more junk in the trailer, and then I came out and I kind of cleaned up around the race car here. My gravel driveway is packed so hard that you can actually sweep it. Because apparently the people that lived here years ago, when they dug this driveway out, and it's got concrete wash underneath it, so it's very stable. So we took that to the dump yesterday, and we can't shop at our dump, and the last 3 or 4 times I've gone there I've actually taken video and there's nothing usable for footage, so I didn't bother this time. Looks like it's down to me working on the car between now and freeze up or whatever, because well, Scott will be eventually back again, but he just got a new family that moved in with him last Monday. Scott is I guess I could call him like a foster mentor for a family. Works with a lot with Aboriginal people, and he worked for the Child Family Services section from the province for years, and he retired. You know, he's 73 years old, and he retired at 65. But he doesn't make a lot off of it, but because his last wife passed away and his kids are all grown up and moved out, it keeps him company. So, and he just kind of helps the parents who may have, for lack of a better term, never grew up to be responsible parents or needed help in the parenting skills department. And Scott has been doing that for several years. So he's ending up with families. The new family he has, it's a mother and 3 kids, and apparently the kids are just fantastic. So he kind of, you know, he loves to cook, so he cooks for them, and then I guess they have some chores for cleaning and that, and then keeps him busy, and the money he makes from that subsidizes his pension so he can go racing, basically. Unfortunately, it also ties him to the house, because if he's going to be gone for more than 3 hours, he needs to get someone in, a respite person, or when he goes for the race weekends, he has to get respite people to come, and he has to pay them so much an hour. He gets a certain amount of that. It's paid for by the government anyway, but you know, having to get people in, it's a little bit tough for him. Here I'm rambling now. We're up to 23 minutes on my short video, so I'm going to cut her quits here. And Scott, I know you watch these once in a while, and you know, good luck with your family, and we'll be talking to you soon. Don't feel like you have to hurry to come and get back to the car. You do what you're doing. I'm hoping that the guys that have offered to help will find some time to help, because I want to get this out of here before long, because I got to clean out stuff here and get parts stored from when I bought those 2 new Datsuns. And we're mid-September, and I've got a yard full of junk that I got to store. You know, I'm usually partway through the yard work by now to get stuff gone. Anyway, here I go again. So we're going to call her quits. Oh, there goes my hand. I hope the shaky cam. It's just one of those spasticity things or whatever. It's just started shaking. I don't know if I can steady cam it or not. No. Anyway, here, I'll do it this way. Balance it on the car, and that'll use both hands. Hate when that happens. Anyway, 24 minutes and a half. Take it easy, 1 shot. Now you see why I edit. 25 minutes on a video I could have done in 5. Take it easy. Have a good one.